Are you new to the Juki Tajima Sai and maybe don't know how to thread the machine, or maybe not sure how to change your colors? Then this video is for you. Hey, it's Shannon from Gigi's Fabric Shop, home of Juki Junkies and Janome Junkies. And today I've got some special tips for you to thread the Juki Tajima Sai. And if you're new and maybe wondering about what this machine has to offer, well, head on over to the description below. I have the top 10 reasons why I love this machine. Plus, we have other great videos from inspiration, great in the hoop projects, and some helpful maintenance videos. So without further ado, let's get threading. All right, so today I'm going to be threading my machine with Glide 40 weight polyester thread. She's strong and she is virtually lint-free, and plus she's available in over 370 colors. We'll drop a link in the description below. Now, the first thing I want you to do is to make sure that if you're using Glide thread, that the bottom is actually completely closed. I want you to put her right on the spool stand. And then I want you to grab this from your toolbox. Now, what you'll notice on this little threader is there's teeth. There's teeth on both ends when you bend them back. Now, if for some reason, if this ever gets damaged, you can trim it and put another slit in. All right, so I'm gonna grab my thread and I'm gonna actually just hook it around the teeth, just like so. And then I'm going to take this end and I'm going to slide it down in my first tube. This is position 1 or needle 1, and I'm going to just slide my tube in and she will feed all the way through. See her coming up here? And then I'm just going to simply pull this out, and that is what threads the tube. And now I'm just going to unhook the teeth, and now we'll be ready to thread our machine. All right, the first thing I want you to do is lift this bar, which holds down your thread around your first tension disc. And I'm gonna go through the thread path first, and then we're gonna thread it together. So we're coming out here, we're gonna go underneath this bar, we're gonna go through this first tension disc, we're gonna come under this little hook, we're gonna go around this stopper, through the tension disc, and around the stopper. You can see there's arrows, and I want you to follow those arrows. Then we're gonna come down, we're gonna come back through this little stopper here, we're gonna come down, up, through our needle hole here, our first needle bar, and then back down, and then let me lower this, and then we're going to put the thread underneath that, and then obviously we're going to thread our needle. So that's your needle path. Now let's thread our machine. So we're going to go through our first right there. I like to hold my thread like floss to make sure I get through that tension disc. We're going to bring her down, okay? Then we're going to go underneath this. We're going to go around the first stop. We're going to go up and around, and I want you to make sure that everything is seated really well in our first tension disc and around this tension disc. We're going to come around this stop, and then underneath here, and then down. Then you're going to come up. You're going to go through the eye and then back down. And I want you to take your thread, and you're going to take this, and you're going to go under, take your thread tail, and I want you to go through that first loop and bring her all the way down. And then what I want you to do is take your thread and feed her through the eye of your needle. And sometimes tweezers are helpful here to bring out the tail. If you want to grab a pair of tweezers and pull her through. If your fingers sometimes can't fit through there, I find it easier. And then what you want to do is take your thread and make sure you go down the needle bar, like so. Once the machine is threaded completely, you want to take this bar and clip her into place, and that will make sure that everything is secure. All right, so a tip for you when you're changing out your thread colors is actually tie our threads off in a knot. So I am going to be switching out my light blue for this fuchsia color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually trim all the way down here at the bottom so my tail is long enough to tie a knot. I'm going to take my spool off and I'm going to put my new spool on. So similar to what you might do for a serger, we're going to take our two tails. I want you to bring the threads together. And I want you to tie one single knot, like that. One knot. If you do any more, they won't feed through the tension discs. So before we pull our tail, I want to raise this bar up, and I've untucked my tail out of my needle, the eye of my needle, and now I'm ready to pull my tail. And I want you to pull it slowly, and as you begin to pull it, you'll be able to see the thread color change. So there's my color right there. It's starting to transition, and it's going to go follow around the disc and all the way down. That's why one knot is really important, because it will get stuck. And just keep pulling the tail. It's going to come up here and now back down and all the way down. And then all you need to do is trim. This step is really easy to swap out those colors in no time. You'll want to rethread her just like I showed you through the eye of the needle. Once everything is threaded correctly, make sure that you put your bar back down and clip into place. Now when you receive your Juki Tajima Sai, it comes pre-threaded, and Juki does that for you to help you as a new beginner, making sure you know the thread path. Now my recommendation and a tip is to take a picture of that. So when you're done setting up your machine, you have a visual to remind yourself exactly how to thread your machine. And if that's not enough, there's arrows on the front of that machine that will navigate you through the thread path that will get you threaded in no time. Here at Juki Junkies, I am your embroidery specialist, and what that means is I'm here to help answer your questions on finding the right embroidery machine, or maybe when you need a little troubleshooting. So if you haven't followed us already on our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and we'll be sure we drop the playlist of the Tajima Sai in the description below. And until then, I can't wait to see what you're stitching. We'll see you soon.